twisting miles from New Orleans to St. Louis. Know the difference between riffles on the water surface caused by wind and those created by dangerous reefs. Learn to note the changing depths at every crucial spot where the leadsmen dropped their knotted rope lines and sang out their measurements. Quarter Twain, half Twain, and the most pleasant sound of all to a pilot, Mark Twain, meaning 2 fathoms or 12 feet, safe water. A pilot had to digest all this information and then be able to apply it day and night in clear weather and impenetrable fog. The face of the water in time became a wonderful book. A book that was a dead language to the uneducated passenger, but which told its mind to me without reserve, delivering its most cherished secrets as clearly as if it uttered them with a voice. And it was not a book to be read once and thrown aside, for it had a new story to tell every day. Throughout the long 1,200 miles, there was never a page that was void of interest, never one that you could leave unread and lost, never one that you would want to skip, thinking you could find higher enjoyment in some other thing. In truth, the passenger who could not read this book saw nothing but all manner of pretty pictures in it, painted by the sun and shaded by the clouds. Whereas to the trained eye, these were not pictures at all, but the grimmest and most dead earnest of reading matter. In the spring of 1858, Sam, now a cub pilot on the Sidewheeler, Pennsylvania, persuaded his younger brother Henry to join the crew as a clerk. The two brothers had always been close, and Sam was grateful for Henry's companionship, happy to have launched him on a career. But Sam got into a quarrel with the Pennsylvania's pilot and was transferred to another boat in New Orleans. The brothers agreed to meet at their sister's house in St. Louis, and Henry set out upriver on the Pennsylvania. Sam followed 2 days later on another boat. At Greenville, Mississippi, someone from shore shouted to Sam's boat that the Pennsylvania's boilers had blown up and she had gone down near Memphis. In Arkansas, Sam was relieved when he got a newspaper that listed Henry among the uninjured. But then Sam began seeing corpses bobbing in the water. And farther upriver, another paper reported that Henry had been hurt. When he finally arrived in Memphis and rushed to the makeshift hospital, he found his brother still alive, but badly burned and not expected to survive. Memphis, Tennessee, Friday, June 18th, 1858. The horrors of 3 days have swept over me. They have blasted my youth and left me an old man before my time. For 48 hours I labored at the bedside of my poor, burned and bruised, but uncomplaining brother. Long before this reaches you, my poor Henry will have finished his blameless career, and the light of my life will have gone out in utter darkness. On June 21st, Henry Clemens, just 19 years old, died. Sam blamed himself for having lured Henry onto the river in the first place, and especially for not being there when his little brother had needed him most.
Henry Clemens' death was the culminating sorrow of his boyhood, and I think it annealed a great sorrow in him and a great sense of remorse that he never lost. He seemed to believe himself